What's up everyone? John Ranger from Techno Buffalo, and I am sandwiched between these two pillows to do another episode of Ask the Buffalo. This is my favorite show that I do. It's a chance for us to get to chat, ask questions. You can ask me about my life, technology, or whatever else is in between. This week though, we got a nice mix of some personal stuff and some tech questions. Let's jump right in. First question comes from Matt Bleimer, who asks, at John4Lakers, my question is, what would you choose? Note 5 or the S6 Edge Plus, and why? I need to figure out which one to get. Ha, ha, ha. Man, when I first did the reviews, I thought, all right, I would go the Note. The S Pen is handy to have, at least you have the option to use it. But the more I stared at the gold S6 Edge Plus, the more just like, I guess the impractical side of me was just like so pretty. And I think that side eventually won out. I would get the gold S6 Edge Plus. That's probably right now my favorite phone out. I think it's the best looking color of a phone that's ever come out. I think the screen on both the phones are the best screens that are out on devices, so I guess you could probably say the best screens that have ever been put out. Really though, it's a personal choice. If you think you would use the S Pen, then go for the Note. You're getting a great phone. Unfortunately not available in gold in the US, but maybe you're outside the US, you can get it in gold, in which case, then do that. But I just personally love the way the S6 Edge Plus looks, and I never use any of the Edge features. So ask yourself that question. Would you use the Note features? If your answer is yes, then get it. If your answer is yeah for the first week, then probably I'll forget that it's there, or I'd put the pen in backwards and go the Edge Plus. So I apologize in advance for the pronunciation of this next Twitter handle. Saket Sechadi asks, at John4Lakers, what course did you opt in college? Well, I went to college in the upstate New York. I went to the University of Rochester. I was a liberal arts major. I majored in religion and classics, so I was prepared for nothing. I've always been fascinated by what motivated people, and there's never been a greater motivator in history than religion. So I found it very fascinating to study the Western religions, Eastern religions, and to study the classics and philosophy. I've always been drawn to it. By the time I realized I was getting to my junior year, I was only like 2 classes away from declaring a major, so I did that. While I loved it, it prepared me for like between 0 and like next to 0. So to figure out whatever you want to major in. If you want to do something like I'm doing, anything that's writing intensive will be fine. I did, however, go back to school and get my master's degree. I got an MBA, so I was able to sort of learn how to better run a business. Hopefully that helped answer your question. Next comes from, this is Kyle at John4Lakers. What inspired you to start YouTube? So I'll give you the short version. Back when YouTube was mostly cat videos and guys getting kicked in the balls, I was looking to get a new computer. I hadn't used a Mac at the time. This is back in like 2006, I think. And I figured I would make videos to learn how to use it, to sort of force myself to learn how to use it. But I started to do technology videos because I've always loved technology. I used to go just walk around Best Buy to relax. When I had a stressful day at work, I would just go and walk around Best Buy. Before I started this, I was browsing all the tech sites. I was on CNET, and Engadget, and Gizmodo. I was running a marketing department for a software development company at the time. Technology has always been a passion. It wasn't anything I ever thought about doing. I always just loved it. Never in a million years I think I could make a career out of it. YouTube started to grow. There weren't that many people that were making videos, and kind of one thing led to another, and I was able to see an avenue to make a business, and I ran through full steam ahead and happened to get very, very lucky. I think I was in the right place at the right time, and about 90–95% was just dumb luck. Last but not least, KubaCup_B at John4Lakers. Is an Android phone a good thing for Blackberry? Will a physical keyboard be enough to set them apart from other Android devices? So, Blackberry is interesting now. The rumored Blackberry Venice, which at this point is, pretty much confirmed. We had a 2-minute video of some guy actually using the phone. It is a slider from Blackberry, a la the Blackberry Torch, but instead of running any version of Blackberry OS, things freaking running Android. And it looks like a relatively unskinned version of Android. 5.4-inch screen, pretty close to next-gen specs, probably a Snapdragon 810 under the hood, 3 to 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a slide-out keyboard. I haven't been this excited for a phone in a really long time. I used to love Blackberry. So you get the power and customization options of Android, not to mention the App Store of Android you get with the Play. You get the security of Blackberry. So you have Blackberry's app sitting on top. You'll have BlackBerry Peak, you'll have BlackBerry Hub, obviously BBM you could get on Android. anyway, plus a physical keyboard. You know, you don't have to use, you still have a 5.4-inch phone, you could type on screen, slide it out, and you can type there. But let's say you don't want to type on that physical keyboard. It's got the same cool sort of touch-sensitive keys they've got on the Blackberry Passport. So you can just use a QWERTY keypad to scroll up and down text. You never type a letter on it, almost like a trackpad. I'm really excited. I hope it comes to fruition. I would use that phone, and I would excitedly and happily use that phone. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for BlackBerry. BlackBerry's had a rough road, and I think they acknowledged that going the path with their own software and their own hardware was not going to lead them to success. So using Android and having the BlackBerry name behind them, I think they could get a lot of new customers, people that maybe wouldn't consider BlackBerry before. I think we'll consider it now. But what do you guys think? Would you buy the Venice, or whatever they tried to call it at the time? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave the comments here in this general region. Be nice to each other down there. Until next time, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffo. See you next one. Bye-bye.